everyone! Today we're visiting one of the most stunning cathedrals in all of England, York Minster. This place is seriously impressive. It's one of the largest Gothic cathedrals in Northern Europe and has been standing here in York for centuries. Construction started way back in 1220 and took over 250 years to complete. Can you imagine that? Generations of builders worked on it. The result is this beautiful masterpiece of stained glass, stonework, and towering architecture. It's not just a religious site, it's a piece of history. Underneath the cathedral, there are even remains of a Roman fortress. So when you walk around here, you're literally walking through layers of British history. Now, if you're planning to visit, here's what you need to know. The general entry ticket is around £20 for adults. Kids under 16 go free if they're with an adult. The Minster is usually open from around 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m., but always check the website before you go, especially if there's a service or event. If you want to go up to the top of the Minster, yes, that amazing rooftop view, you'll need a separate ticket for the central tower. That ticket costs about £6 extra, and it's worth it if you're up for a challenge. To get to the top, you'll need to climb a whopping 275 steps up a narrow spiral staircase. And let me tell you, it's not easy. There are no lifts, and the staircase is really tight. It gets harder the higher you go, so it's definitely not for everyone. If you have any health conditions or don't like heights or cramped spaces, it's totally okay to skip it. But if you do make it to the top, the view is absolutely incredible. You can see the whole city of York, the surrounding countryside, and the rooftops of the Minster itself. It's peaceful, it's beautiful, and it really makes the climb worth it. So, would you climb the 275 steps? Let me know in the comments. Now, let's take a walk inside York Minster. And wow, the space just opens up. The nave, which is the central part of the church, is absolutely massive. The ceiling is high, the arches are grand, and the light coming in through the stained glass makes everything feel magical. One of the main highlights here is the Great East Window. It's actually the largest medieval stained glass window in the UK, and it tells stories from the book of Genesis to Revelation. It's honestly like looking at a graphic novel from the 1400s made entirely from glass. You'll also notice how quiet it is inside. Even with visitors around, there's this peaceful atmosphere that makes you want to just slow down and look up. As we move further in, you'll come across the choir area. This is where the Minster's choir sings during services, and the woodwork here is really detailed and beautiful. The acoustics are amazing too. If you're lucky, you might hear the organ being played during your visit. Then we head down into the crypt, which is one of the oldest parts of the Minster. This is where you can see Roman and Norman stonework, old tombs, and even some ancient graffiti carved into the walls. There's also the Undercroft Museum, where you'll find all kinds of historical treasures, from Viking relics to medieval documents. It gives you a great sense of how long this place has been standing and how many stories it holds. York Minster is more than just a cathedral. It's a symbol of the city. Every part of it tells a story, from its ancient stones to the world-famous Great East Window, which is the largest expanse of medieval stained glass in the UK. Whether you're into history, architecture, or just beautiful places, York Minster is a must-visit. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more travel and history content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.